Hey everybody, it's Tyler Binkley here, and we are looking at decision tree, which is the last section of conditional code. This is in the Learn to Code 1 playground of Swift Playground. So if you made it this far, great job. And this is the last one, so let's finish this out. Decision tree, test the state of the world to change your route. For this last challenge, you need to collect the gems and toggle the switches along the center platform, but several paths take you away from it. So it's telling us that we can use conditional code to detect whether the character is on a gem or a closed switch and take a different action if your character is on one instead of the other. So looks like to me, well, and I always start by running my code to see, is there anything random here? Because this whole chapter, if you've gotten this far, you realize this whole chapter has been all random tiles that you have to make conditions for. You have to teach Byte to know what a condition is and then what to do if that condition is met. So this one's not showing any random tiles. So for me, okay, there are two on the right side, and look at the example, the context clues. The example has a loop, a for loop, with the number 5. It says move forward. If it's on a gem, solve right side, or else if it's on a closed switch, solve left side. That right there is a huge clue in itself, right? Because we have two right sides that are exactly the same. They make this L shape and they come close to the waterfall for those gems. And so immediately I think, okay, we need a function that says solve right side. And then we need a function that says solve left side, because the left side, which looks like it's right after a closed tile, is just a little gem off to the left. Okay. And so, every time we get to the gem, we're turning right. And every time we get to a closed tile, we're turning left, it looks like. So I'm going to start by making my functions. And so let's just keep it like the example where this one will be named solve right side. So solve, capitalize right, capitalize side. And what are we doing on the right side? Well, it looks like, we would be on a gem, right? First thing first, we'd start on a gem. So I'm going to collect the gem that I'm on, and then I'm going to turn to the right since we're solving the right side. Now let's think about this. Okay, so from that very first gem that I just collected right in front of me, which, I didn't do that yet. We're making the function for this. We would have to move forward, move forward, move forward. It looks like 3 move forwards, 1, 2, 3 tiles, and then a left turn, a move forward, collect whoops, those are all my videos. Collect the gem. So let's see, where is collect gem? There it is. All right, now, since this is a function, I'm going to actually call out this function right now, which is solve right side, which should show up on the bottom. Since I made it, it turns into whatever I can call it now. I'm calling it so that I can just test this out. If I run this, let's see where I'm at right now. Oh, you know what? It won't let me. You know why? Well, it gave me an error here. Gonna have to work through this. Sometimes Swift coding is a little buggy. Swift Playgrounds. Let's see if it loads up. Okay. You know why? Well, because I probably should move forward first. So let's find the move forward option and then solve right side. Let's try that. Okay, good. And now let's see where I'm at. So it collected the gem, and I can step through here. All right, so now I need to turn around. Okay, so I'm going back to the function because we're trying to solve the right side because there's 2 of these. So now I need to turn around. That would be like 2 left-hand turns, 180 degrees, a move forward, and then a turn right. And then it would be 3 move forwards to get back to the beginning. And if I run that, let's run it a little bit quicker this time. Okay, here we go. Got the gem, turning around. Okay, I'm back to the beginning. Now, I'm not facing the correct way. So I would add in just a turn right so that I'm facing the main row again, okay? Now, let me delete this stuff. That was really just to test that out, okay? I'm going to create another function that is now called solve left side. Why? Because in the example, again, using context clues, it tells us that that's a function that we should use, so, or that we could possibly use. So solve left side now. Okay, now what do I want it to do when I call that? It looks like I'm just going to have to toggle the switch because there's a switch right there that I'll be on. And then I need to turn left, move forward to get to the gem, collect the gem, all right, and then turn around. So that would be 2 left or right hand turns, doesn't matter. And then move forward, okay? And a left hand turn should face me down the row. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to test it out. So what am I going to do? I'm going to move forward just to test this out. Let's see. I'm going to move forward 2 locations to get to that tile so that I can actually, did it again. Oh, brother. There we go. Let's say, you know what? I'm just going to do this real quick because that'll make that not happen anymore. I'm going to say solve left side. So now let's see if I can just test this out. Move forward, solve left side. Okay, and that worked, and it got me exactly where I needed to go. So you can see my function for solve left side worked. We tested the solve right side earlier, and then that worked. So right now, we're looking pretty good. Now I want to get rid of this stuff. Okay, so let me delete these things here. Kind of glitched out again, so Swift Playgrounds glitching out for me. Come back down here and delete these things if it'll let me. There we go. Okay. Now, we have those functions created so that we can solve the left side and solve the right side. So now our next step for me, my initial gut is thinking, hey, why don't we do now that we created those 2 functions, why don't we do this loop that is in the example and see what happens? And we can talk through it too as well. But all right, so there's a for loop set up. The number that they have in the loop is a 5. So I'm going to come in here to this box and press the number 5. And then the code that they have is, okay, move forward. Let's see. So code, move forward. I'm going to find move forward. There it is. And look at the next one. It says if is on gem, which makes total sense. And here's why. We're looking to see if it's on a gem. Okay, because if it's on a gem, when we get to a gem in this main front middle row here, if we're on a gem, there it is. What do? Well, every time we get to a gem on this main road that's straight ahead of Byte right now, it's going to be the right side, right? Like it leads to the right side. So we say solve right side, and I'm just making sure I have what's up here too. And now it says, or else, and we got to tap on the word if and add an else if statement, or else, if it's on a closed switch, we're solving the left side. And that makes total sense too. So if it's on a closed switch, you look at the 2 closed switches on the main road in front of Byte, that's where the left option is available for the gem. So we say, well, we got to do solve left side. And that is probably it. So let's just kind of run this on step through my code and see what happens. So it's okay. Now we got the loop. It's saying, all right, it was on a gem. So now we got to turn to the right, collect a gem, turn right, move forward. It's solving the right side. It's doing that function that we created earlier. That was the very first function we created, which is getting us all the way back to the beginning now. And then it's going to loop back to move forward. Oh, it's not on a gem this time. It's on a closed switch. Oh, on the closed switch, we got to do the left side, which is toggle switch. We did this function earlier. So now it's doing this function. And now it's going to keep going. Okay, it's skipping it because it was an already open switch, which we don't care about. And now it gets to the next gem and it's going to solve the right side. And then it's going to come back and it's going to say, okay, on the loop, go one more. Oh, now it's on a closed switch. So naturally it needs to do the left side. And there we go. We finished the conditional code chapter. If you stuck with me this far, great job. And if you need any help, all of my videos are walkthrough tutorials. Please like and subscribe if this video helped you, and have a great day.